Just missed. There we go. Ooh, took some work to get a hit. Yeah, I'll get a little bit more light in here. Hey, Joseph, what's up, buddy? Happy New Year, brother. What's going on? Looks like it's a tough go this morning. Only one person in here. Oh well, shit happens, I guess. So what's going on, Mr. Joseph? Anything new? Did I? No. There we go. We got some people coming in. Oh, Mr. Vic, how you doing, buddy? Happy New Year, my man. How you doing? Got a little bit more work actually done in the garage, but it kind of looks worse now. I had an old shelf going along the top of the wall, kind of hugging this wall here, going all the way down with an old workbench that was there, and I had all my patio furniture in front of the rack and all that stuff, and I was like, fuck, I gotta get rid of this shit today. So I went and got rid of all my old paint. I had paint in here from when we moved in. I just stuck it up on a shelf and had been sitting there the whole time. I've been here for 20 years now, so it's a no-go, or 18 years, something like that. So it's a no-go. Like, that's got to be tossed out. Had all these propane tanks and MAP gases. I had a giant bag full of them. It was just stupid. And I'm like, okay. So for Thursday or Friday, I came in here. I ripped down the shelf. Started piling up garbage piles of crap everywhere. Got all that figured out. And anyway, it was looking like we were going to be in good shape. Got my whole car loaded up first with that I got my car loaded up first with the workbench. Got all that taken care of. Everything looked like it was going to be good. And then sure enough, I'm looking at it and I'm like, okay, what else can I bring? So I got rid of my old golf courses and all that stuff. It was pretty good. Yo, Charlie, what's up, man? Got all that done, and then I ended up going to the dump with the first load. Got rid of all that shit. Came back here, so I'm hoping next week I'll be able to eliminate one of those shelves down at the end. It'll shorten up everything, give me a little bit more space down in the back end, and should be pretty good. I'm actually thinking about taking one of these tables, ordering one of these tables, and putting my router in it at the bottom. Just attach everything I'll route out a hole in the top of it and stick the router right through it, and that'll become my routing table. Kind of thinking that might be the way to go. If I do that, I'll be pretty much good to go. I don't know. We'll see. I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet. We'll get there though. But I want to have all this side open, and I'll be able to wheel out the chairs and everything if everything works out. So I'm pretty excited. Looks like we're going to be going up for turkey season this spring. I've worked it out with my buddy. We're going to be heading up to his property and see if we can get some wild turkeys in the spring. Maybe fall too. We'll see. It'll be pretty cool. Much love from VA. What's up? What's up, June? June Buglin. It's a cool name. Oh, that was a terrible miss. Yo, what's up, Daryl? How you doing, buddy? So I'm thinking we'll just do a little bit of shooting, a little bit of chatting here. Then I'm gonna start getting into a build. I'm gonna start chopping everything up. And by the way, how's the audio and the I mean the visual only gets so good with my ugly ass on the picture. But what's going on? Is it okay? I'm trying out a new phone today. I got a new phone. I changed up for my my Galaxy S22. Well, that was no good. Don't even know where that went. It's probably in the wall somewhere. Whoopsies. I was slipped right out of my hand. These new 1/4 inch that I have, they have a little bit of oil on them. You gotta shoot them and run it through a pouch a couple of times to keep them from being too slippery. And that one just came right out of my hand. And I think yeah, just a dent. Just a dent, but it did bounce off. It did bounce off the wall. Whoops. Sounds good. No problems. Cool. Yeah, I ended up switching up the old Galaxy S22 for a Z Flip 7. I figured it would be fun to get a new phone. I was changing providers. The reception of one of my providers wasn't all the it wasn't the best, and the price just kept going up. So I'm like, look, dude, you gotta knock down the price or I'm out. And I was trying to get the new phone for my wife and my son, but the price they wanted was ridiculous. It was an absolute stupid price. What do you guys mean? You want to drop the prices of your memberships? They're expensive. Drop the prices of my memberships. They are expensive right now. What's the price of it? Should only be like $4 or something, I think. $4.99. I'll have to look into that and see what the deal is. $4.99 to gift one membership. Per month, right? Yeah. Yo, what's up, Hoggy? Did I see Hoggy? Yes, I did. I hear the pigeons are loose. Yeah, I'll look into that, Junebug. Yo, Stephen Foster, what's happening, bro? Just doing a little bit of shooting here today, having a little bit of fun. I have a sling that I'm probably going to work on and finish up today. I've got this guy here that's just about there, but I shoved it into a pocket with something, and I had a little bit of an issue. But for the most part, it's looking pretty good. So I am going to throw this back on the sander one last time, get her all cleaned up, and then it'll be available for anybody who's interested. Oh, well, thank you, Junebug. Very nice. Oh, wow. Steven, congrats, bud. Yeah. So I brought out a few slings with me today. Figured it'd be fun to get a get some shots through probably my favorite slingshot that I own, my Avro. I absolutely love this thing. The thickness of it, everything about it's just bang on. That one's pretty damn nice. And I have some Omega Olympus Green on there. I should probably finish that one up and get it all like super pretty. But I don't know. For me to shoot, I don't really care if it's like super shiny or and absolutely beautiful. I couldn't care less. But when they go out, I try to get them as clean as possible. I went mental actually, trying to get that one that I sent to Victor down here. Where'd he go? There he is. I sent to Victor. I came back in the shop like 3 times to refinish that. It was tough. Going to keep bouncing around, spreading the love. Have a beautiful Sunday. You take it easy, Junebug Lynn. Thanks for stopping in. Appreciate you. We're gonna switch it up to this guy again today. We're gonna shoot the little this little bad boy and see how the little snapshot. See what we do. I've got a it's a I guess it's .45 Olympus Green I got on here, and the pouch. The pouch is from Andrew Axon. Oh wow! The point 45 has brings the heat. That's for sure. With this 1/4 inch steel, whew. I only got them tapered 18 to 12. Oh, there we go. I only got it tapered 18 to 12 with the .45, but the 1/4 inch steel just rips through this thing. It's crazy. Actually, you want to see how fast this is going? I'm sure we're in the 300 feet per second. Yeah, it might be a little bit hot to be shooting in here with this band setup. Not so bad shooting in outdoors, but I can get in a lot more distance. But this one is we're pretty short, and yeah, it's pretty short in here, and I don't want to end up blowing a hole right through the back of my catch box. It's worth getting a hit on that one. Oh. That was beautiful. I'm loving it, man. Daryl, this thing's freaking awesome. Shane's such a legend, man. He really is. I mean, look at the work on that thing. It's just beautiful. You know, and having something you can just give it a quick little twist, wrap up the bands. I mean, look at that. It's like comparable to my thumb. It's pretty good. It's a little bit bigger than my thumb. You tuck that into a pocket anywhere, and it comes with a really nice case that I believe Leon made. Yeah, Shane is such a good dude. I would love to get him on here one day and just do a little just shoot the shit and chat with the guy. I know he's very busy on Sundays. He's usually out running around with the family, going to church and all that stuff. So I figured we'll have to arrange it another way sometime. But the Snapshot's pretty freaking badass. And I have another one of his frames too. I should have brought it down. I have the Pocket Poacher. There we go. The Pocket Poacher is really nice. I'm hoping to get the heavy hitter at one point. Beautiful. Oh, you got one coming down, Dimian? No, you can't go wrong. You can't go wrong at all. Yeah, Shane's work is great. He's a really good guy to talk with and to deal with. And it's just freaking awesome all the way around, to be honest. It's kind of like dealing with Prime 4 catapults too. He's another guy, Andre. He's another guy. It's just freaking awesome. I love that guy. Yeah, the one thing I will say about the Snapshot is that it's taking me a little bit of time to get really precise with it. But we're getting there. We're definitely getting there. It's very, very different to anything I've ever owned. Having that top fork so close. I'm sure you heard that. Having that top fork so close to my finger, but I don't know, like asymmetrical frames I'm kind of liking, but having it way up here is kind of weird. A little bit different. Let's see what kind of speeds we're getting with this thing. Yo, hey, Shades, my man. Missed you, dude. How you been? All right. Turn this around. It seems super low for some reason. All right. See if I can get you guys a look at this here. Sorry about the mess. See if I can zoom in a little bit. There we go. $289. $297. A little bit short on the other one. $289. Now, just for fun, I'm going to really pull it back because I have these guys stretched out, cut a little bit long. I want to see if I can get a good pull on these and see how fast we can get this thing. 321. Oh, hold on. There's more in there. Let's see. 329. I haven't even reached the back end yet. $329. Oh, that might be it. Let's try one more. $335. Look at that. Okay, now I'm going to try to, I don't even know if I can pull it back that far, but let's see if we can pull it back right to the stop. 338.9. That's it. Ooh, way too much, Mark. Ooh, there we go. Yeah. So check this out. We were shooting this guy. Okay. I've got them tapered from 18 to 12, but look how much stretch I have. So this was the first shots at 280. But look at all this. So those last few shots, I was pulling way back here to let it go, but the that's plenty. What's the fastest band I've ever used for 11 mil steel? The fastest band I ever used for 11 mil steel was probably Sniper Sling, Black 0.7. But to be honest, that was the fastest band I'd ever shot 11 mil steel with, and the fastest band I ever shot 9.5 millimeter steel with. I haven't really gone much more into it than that, and I would actually like to do a taper comparison between. I'd probably do my regular shooting taper, which is 22 to 14, and then I'll go, or it's actually now 18 to 12, but I would never shoot that. I would do 22 to 14. I would do what would I do? I would do 25, 25, 15, 20, 20 to 25 to 20, and I would do. I got another one. I got a 27 to 18. I might try that also. But yeah, just to be clear on that, Jack, that was the old one I was shooting. I don't know what the new Sniper Sling Black is like. I know they have changed the recipe somewhat. I really don't know what it's like. I haven't shot it. But the old Sniper Sling, Black 0.7 and the 0.5 were the two fastest bands I've ever tested ever. Yeah, I got 315 feet per second with 9.5 millimeter steel. And I think with the 11, I was around 250 or something, 270 somewhere. You'd have to go back and watch the video. But I tested it with 11 mil steel and 9.5. And man, it was fast. It was stupid fast. Like fuck. But the draw weight was so heavy. Yeah, the life of those bands, were shit. Yeah, the life on that elastic was absolute dog shit. If I'm being 100% honest. Too heavy for me. I'm a 0.6 and 9 millimeter guy. Yeah. No, I've never had anything better than that, honestly, in speed. Speed wise, no. But that said, I would probably never shoot that band or any band like it. Only because there's other bands out there that are closer in speed, that are pretty close to in speed, but their draw weights are less. And a lighter draw weight's going to give you more accuracy. So I would probably, how did I miss that? I would probably dial it back to like, with 11 mil steel, if you're getting 230 feet per second with just that's plenty fast. I have, I don't know if I've tested. You might want to check out the Omega Hercules band. They're 0.75. I've done a little messing around with those. I'm not sure if I reviewed them or not, but those are also pretty good. Good speed, and the draw weight was nice. I think the draw weight of the 7.5 was actually lighter than the 0.7 in Sniper Sling Black, the old one. I have the 1 millimeter from Omega. I haven't tried it yet, though. I prefer the heavier draw. I am more consistent and steadier with a heavy draw. Oh, okay. Well, that works out for you then. 0.75 red and white Falcon band are Goof band or 9.5. Oh, good. Yeah. I figured that's what you're saying. Southwest Caddies also make some pretty decent bands too for heavier ammo. I was messing around with those for a while. I love their .55 band. It's freaking magical. The .6 and .65, both very good. I think the .65 is black, .6 is red. Both of them are nice elastic. What else? There is one band that I can't promote that was also very good. I shot their .8 in reviews. It was pretty good, but I can't mention their name because I will never say anything about that again. 3060 black tube at the minute with 11 mil steel with 11 millimeter leads. Holy shit! That is a good hunting setup. No shit, you could probably stop a deer with that thing. 11 mil leads. That's wild. I think you can kill them with a miss. The wind will just knock them over and knock them out. I think we're going to go back to the Avro in a second there. I freaking love that frame. Yo, Knuckle, what's up, buddy? All right, let's get this guy put away. You can swap and change every day. Oh, I know. It's freaking awesome. I got a nice collection upstairs up on my wall. Moto Bushbird, what's happening, man? From Florida. Sweet. Joseph, how you doing, buddy? Not too much is up. Got a nice little Nespresso coffee going on here this morning. Chatting with some good people in the chat. I was showing off a couple of things I got going on. I got this guy that's gonna get its final sanding and polish, and it should be pretty good to go. That'll be going up for probably a raffle, I think, this time. And the raffles are kind of fun. And then I got a lot of work to do on this one. I got a lot of sanding to do. It's going to be a white and black Avro with some aluminum pins. Aluminum or stainless. I can't remember what I put on here. Might be stainless, but they look great. Once this one's done too, it's a nice looking hold on there. And this one I'll probably finish up today. It's got a little scratch got to cut out there, and then everywhere else we'll just get the 2500. So I'll just clean up the tips and do the 2500, and then that'll be done. And then hopefully today, some point, I'll be able to fire up the saw. Maybe we'll even do it live today. We'll fire up the saw and start cutting out some of those other ones that you guys chose. It'll be pretty interesting to see what we can get done. I'm so happy, man, with the progress I've made with the garage. I know it still looks like a shit show when I turn you guys around. Like that bench I got to clean up and all that stuff. That's all fine. That's all fine and dandy. But once I get that done, it's going to be like, thank God. I can't wait. I can't wait. The one thing I am thinking about doing is, you know, a little vise I got over here on the other bench. I've got this vise. Where is it? Right here. I want to take that guy off, and I think I'm going to attach it right here on the corner. I got some stuff on there still that I gotta move around and get rid of that was up on that old shelf. I got to get rid of that thing, but once that's all done, we should be back in action. So as for the new phone, I'm loving the new phone. And I think today, when we're all done with the live, I think maybe what I'll do is I'll do a making an Avro video and go through it step by step of a build. That might be fun. I think you guys might like to see my process from beginning to end, where we're at right now. My garage is my sanctuary. Yeah, mine too, actually. Yo, what's up, Kyle? Yeah, my last, my last 2 or 3 shipments that have gone out have had fucking problems. I'm so pissed. So, well, we'll see. Fucking, this thing's so freaking accurate. And I'm gonna tell you what, guys. Pit. I'll get back to my story in a second. There, pit locating pouches. I was never a huge fan of them for 8mm steel, but I am digging them for the 1/4 inch and the 9.5. They're pretty good. Oh, look at this. It's a tiny little guy. It's tiny. And it's got one of those, I don't know what they call them, like the chain shape or whatever it is, where they really trim them down to cut back on. All of that stuff will actually help out ammo speed, is if you thin out and make the pouches a little bit smaller and lighter. Smaller and lighter will end up giving you a much quicker. It'll all help your ammo speed. Fuck, I'm all wobbly. Scruffy Nerd, what's happening, man? Hey, second place, Joe. No problem, buddy. I was a little nervous this morning. I got the live going, and usually I have people pop up just about right away. They start popping up on the channel, and everything's kind of cool. Today I think I had one person in here for like a good 10 minutes before everything kind of livened up. Beautiful. Same old Mark. Happy New Year. Yeah, you too, bud. Happy New Year, my man. Yeah, so it's going to be pretty fun. We'll see how all this turns out today. But I'm thinking maybe we'll fire up the old saw, get some things cut up, maybe even get to the gluing process. I was thinking about doing some sanding today, but I cut the tip of my finger pretty good yesterday, and I don't know if I'm going to have the power to really hold on to it and get the sanding done. So I may just do some cutting and gluing today, and then when we got to get to the hand sanding, I'll have to figure something out. Oh yeah. Yo, Al, my man. Man, I'm glad to see Shades in here. Say hi to Lisa for me there, Shades. Yeah, last week I was hoping to go live with Andrew Axum, and well, YouTube was playing YouTube games and wouldn't allow us to do it. The live just wouldn't work. So whenever I sent him the link and I tried to bounce back, it just wouldn't work for me. So I don't know. Yeah, a bit of a pain in the ass. Good evening from Rhodes. Mr. Greece, how you doing, buddy? I hope you're well, Mark. As always, awesome greetings from Greece. Yeah. Yeah, I was hoping to do a live outside yesterday. I was gonna go yesterday because it was nice yesterday, and I'm like, it'll be okay tomorrow. I woke up this morning, it was minus 22. I'm like, yep, not shooting in that shit. I'll just have to go into the garage and do some shooting here, and then some shooting and possibly some building. I think that's what we'll do today. What's a good value crony? I love to get one, but the big names can be a little pricey for how much I'd use it. Man, I bought mine from where did I get mine from? It was either from someone help me out. Wayne Martin's store. I either got it from there or slingshooting.com. I think I paid like $70 for it or something. $70 or $80 for it. Fuck, why can't I remember his store's name? Somebody help me out here. Wayne store. Wayne Martin store. Help me out. It's where he sells all of his Evos from. Fuck, why am I blanking on this? It's like one of the most reliable places to buy from, too. Fuck. Caddyshack catapults. Thank you, Daryl. Holy fuck. Well, I don't know why that was locked. That was locked in there deep somewhere. It was not coming out. Yeah, but that's where I got my crony from. Is either from Caddyshack or slingshooting.com. I can't remember off the top of my head, but I think they were both carrying the same model. The one that I got from Wayne or slingshooting.com, I've had that. I've had it for at least 4 years now. Another one. Slipped out of the fucking hand. Not good. I don't even know what I hit on that one. I think I sounded like it landed in a plastic bottle or something. Yeah, Caddyshack. Fuck. Dower for the win. I couldn't believe I couldn't remember that, man. I was searching for it and it just would not come out. Caddyshack catapults. There we go. Fuck. I want to do a big shout out to everybody in the chat right now who's been having a good time. Happy New Year's, Merry Christmas, all of those things. I hope you guys had a great time with your families. Sadly, I got to go back to work on Monday. Tomorrow. Breaks my fucking heart. But it is what it is. It's time to get back to the grind. I was kind of digging being at home, though, I'll tell you that. Yeah, that would have been nice to do a little while longer staying at home, taking it easy. I was hoping to get a bunch of building done, but haven't had any time. So it is what it is. I'm going to take a little break here. Have a seat. There we go. That'll do. I just finished 2 weeks off, and I have to go back tomorrow. Also, I know it's hard, Vic, and I'm struggling, man. You know, I'm struggling. It's such a grind at work, and coming up to the holidays, I really, really needed it. And it was funny. We have this local courier company that I use at my work on the regular, and I've had nothing but problems with them. And sure enough, when I went to go get my new phone, the local provider that we have here, they use the same guys. And I'm like, fuck, really? He's like, well, yeah, why? And I said, man, I've had nothing but problems with that company, and I use them on a weekly basis at work. So I got no choice. But it's just like, fuck, they're gonna fuck it up. So sure enough, they were supposed to send my phone. I'm waiting for it to arrive. Doesn't show up. or it's like around 1 o'clock. So I called him up. I said, listen, I got some running around to do today. Can you please let me know if it's going to be delivered today or like around what time or whatever it is, and we'll make arrangements. The guy says, okay, let me confirm your address. Confirm my address. Everything is good. So the guy tells me, give me your phone number. If the driver comes up in the area and you're not there, he can meet you up somewhere and whatever, you'll talk. So sure enough, I go to my cell phone provider's place. I'm going to swap over my wife and my son's phone, and we're going to look to get a new phone for my wife too. All the options were way too expensive. We're like, no, fuck it. Okay, I'm going to give her my old phone, and I'll get my new phone, and we'll call it good. So sure enough, while the guy's looking into it, he's like, oh yeah, how do you like your new phone? I'm like, I haven't received it. He's like, what do you mean? He's like, oh, I'll check into it. So he goes and looks into it, and in the computer it says that basically it says that the address was no good and had to be returned to the shop. And I'm like, how the fuck could that be? I just finished confirming my address with the guy and gave him my phone number so the guy can call me if there's an issue. Nobody called me. Nobody did nothing. So I call up the girl on the phone and I went fucking full Karen, and probably about a quarter of Ken too. I went fucking off on all of them. And I was going to bring it into the fact that, like, I have fucking problems with you in my professional life, now in my personal life, but I decided to leave it be. But just like, fuck, man, every single thing they touch, they fuck up. It's just ridiculous. Uh-oh. Oh, if I could only hit the lottery, yeah. Oh shit, Dan, that sucks, dude. Are you on the mend, or is everything turning out okay? I hope. Morning, Hawk. Moto. Man. Surgery a few weeks ago. Did they get it all? Yeah, hang in there, bud. Oh, that was good. Tastes like another one. All right. I guess we should have a look and see what we got going on at the moment, and maybe start cutting some shit up and seeing where we go from there. But I haven't actually used the new table or anything yet. Everything seems to be working up pretty good. So I got a little bit of leveling to do probably on the tables. This one's good. I've already tested this one, but the other one I got to screw up the front a little bit, make it tilt back a tiny little bit. But for the most part, should be just about bang on. And then we'll start cutting some shit up. Got it all the doctors say. Oh, okay, cool. That's very good news, dude. Do they have to send you for any more treatment, like chemo or any of that kind of stuff, or is it all good? All right, Vic, thanks for stopping in, buddy. Catch you soon. Maybe. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't done anything, man. Really, I've been this whole holiday has just been a shit show of just running around here, running around there, and all that stuff with everything that happened with my dad earlier on, just before Christmas. It was a real hectic time. So I'm kind of glad things kind of smoothed out, but just waiting for results if anything microscopic got through. Yeah, it's the waiting is the worst. I remember when I had my skin cancer here. And then I went to the hospital. They took it out, and it took them like 3 months to get me the information back because it was going through COVID, and all the labs were preoccupied with the important stuff like fake flus. But anyway, yeah, I had to wait 3 months for my fucking for my lab results to come back, tell me that they got it all. All right, Damien, enjoy your walk. Yeah, that was wild times, man. I remember fucking freaking out, calling up the hospital. You couldn't even go there. You had to have an appointment, and you had to wear masks and all kinds of stupid shit. It was not a good time at all. I remember that too. I had to drive myself to the hospital. They cut it out of my neck, and then I was in there for about, I guess, about an hour and a half, 2 hours. Then they cut it all out, sewed me back up again, put this giant thing on the side of my neck, and told me to get the fuck out, pretty much. And they're like, "Do you have somebody to drive you home?" I'm like, "Yep." Got back into my car and drove myself home. It's like fucking, yeah. Now I'm going to try slingshots. Oh, you can't go wrong, man. Give it a whirl. Dean, what's up, man? Happy New Year's, bro. Yeah, they wouldn't let anybody come into the hospital, so you'd have to sit there and wait outside and all that shit. And I was like, "Fuck it, I'll drive myself." Got my surgery, got back in my car, drove home, and then went to work the next day. Is it snowing a lot out by you? It's a beautiful day here. It's just freezing fucking cold, man. That's why I'm not going out. I'm not going out today. Screw that. All right, let's have a look here. Let's get these guys put away. All right. All right, let's see what we got going on here. Get this guy put out of the way. What's this? Oh, no way. I was looking all over for these. When I went out ice fishing, I picked up a few things. I got a nice little jig head here, little pinky. Also got a white one. And some jig heads. And I was going to try these guys out for the first time and see how they go. I was hoping to jig some walleye, but we weren't in the right spot for that. Scorgan, what's up? What's up, buddy? I live in New Jersey. I know it's illegal, but everything is illegal here, except for the weed. Yeah, yeah, but you know, there's a lot of guys that shoot slings out in Jersey. I just recently sent one out there, so that's the good thing. I think it's one of those that are illegal. Wink, wink. You know. Yeah, I can't remember what the plan was. I know we were talking about it. That would be the green, the wood, and the aluminum core. Maybe is what we were going to do on one of them. Does that make sense? Yeah, we got these guys. Aluminum core. But that would have to be a wrap and tuck. I think that's what we had planned. That's with the purple heart. Oh yeah, it'll be fucking cool. All right. So let's put this one aside. I don't know if we'll start this one today, but maybe. Then we've got yes. We've got the is that burgundy or something? What do I call that? It's a red jute micarta. It's a nice pattern in there. It looks pretty cool. With black liners. I don't know what this is going to look like. Carbon fiber handle. It might look cool. We'll have to see. And then I was gonna do, oh yeah, the aluminum core on that one. Then I was gonna do I had two of them, right? I had a Bison. This one's actually nice too. Yo, what's up, Andrew? That's the Bison. I'm not sure if we're going to do orange or white for that one. I think we're going to do orange. Yeah, I think the orange will look better with the Bison. Do that. That one goes here. This one goes. Hey, oh. This one goes here. Bison orange and that. And then I wanted to have one last redemption at this jade and pink, but with an aluminum core this time. I might even go 7 layers with this one. Thinking. Maybe even do a split core. I don't know. I got ideas, guys. I got ideas. Lucian. What's up, buddy? Ever used any Rapala ice jigs? I used to catch tons of white bass in Alabama on Lake Martin. Oh yeah, and those are Rapala ice jigs. That's the one with the little treble on the bottom, the hook on the nose and the tail. They got that funny fin and they kind of float around. They work pretty good, man. They were pretty good. And I usually tip the treble on the bottom with maggots. Works great. Where do you get your G10 from? Valley? Yeah, right now I'm getting it from Valley. I used to buy... Valley's kind of like my backup. So I'm either buying from Valley or I'm buying from Maker's Material Supply, but Maker's has gotten so fucking expensive with the tariffs. I can't buy from there anymore. Yeah, Daryl, those ice jigs, repeller ice jigs, are really fucking good. They're like probably one of my favorites, really. Yeah, the shipping's crazy. It wasn't so bad for the shipping before, but now when it comes in with the custom charges, you end up paying. I think I told you this already. I had like $100 order and I ended up paying something like $75 of import charges. Yeah, shipping is getting steep, and Canada Post and or the companies that are receiving them in their countries keep on losing my fucking slingshots. So I don't know what I'm going to do at this point. I had one package that went missing. I had to rebuild another one, and I'm just waiting for the holidays to be over to be able to ship it back to him. So that's going to be going out next week. And it seems like I may have lost another one recently. It was supposed to be delivered a month ago, and I don't know what the fuck's going on. It's never been handed over to the country. So I don't know what the fuck's going on, but fuck, I hope so. I hope so. Oh, thank you, man. I appreciate that. That's a nice comment. Thank you for all the videos you make. I appreciate that. Yeah, I really wish they would fucking do that, actually, because we're going to be in deep shit now. the major player of that whole Kuzma deal that we had with the U.S. Was leveraged with the oil that we sell them. Now that they have Venezuelan oil, that'll no longer be an issue. We can pretty much be rubbed out completely, and that'll be that. It's a big fucking mistake, or fucking elbows up, idiots. Yeah. All the memes are on that now. Oh, I know. I know. It's going to be really fucking bad. Some tough times are coming there, Scott. Be prepared, buddy. I'm not even joking. It was getting rough as it is. It's about to get way the fuck worse. Way, way, way the fuck worse, unfortunately. Yeah, all the memes. So many fucking memes. It's terrible. Shouldn't be, but it is. It is what it is, man. So fucked up. I was built for tough times. Yeah, so was I. But I'm just tired of fucking struggling, man. It's been a lifetime of it. I don't want to struggle no more. I'm fed up of it. We shouldn't have to. Gotta run. Y'all be good. Take it easy there. Take it easy there, Daryl. Thanks for stopping in, buddy. Oh, yeah. So I don't really know what to do with this one now. I was kind of thinking about maybe I should just do a yeah, maybe I should just do a black core on this one and we'll leave it. Maybe blue and jade. What do you think about blue, jade, and pink? I don't know. As long as we elect leaders like Trudeau, Carney, and Biden. Yeah. Yeah. Trudeau, Carney, and Biden. Some Tiffany blue liners for a real pretty build I have in the works. Nice. Where'd you get those from? Yeah, anyway, enough of the doom and gloom. I think we should fire up maybe that saw and let's get some pieces cut out. I don't think I'm going to do the pink one today. I think we're going to pass on that one. This one we're going to pass too. Let's get this one going. This is the orange. No, not this one either. I think I wasn't going to start with this one, but I think now we're going to start with this one. This might be fun. Yeah, this is the one right here. So we'll do the purple heart, lime green, and aluminum core. That might be pretty fucking cool. Might be. We'll have to put everything together, see if we can get everything glued together. And then like taped and glued, like sandwiched, I guess, is what I'm looking for. And then we'll drill the holes that I need to drill, and then we should be pretty much bang on ready to go for a glue and clamp. I was kind of thinking about doing some carbon fiber, or not carbon fiber, but maybe making this a clip frame in the end. But I don't know how to do the clips with the wood. I'm gonna have to fuck around with that a little bit. I have an idea. I think if I glue the wood, to some G10 like this and use that as a way to sandwich in between the two, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if that'll work without cracking the wood. That's something I'm going to have to test. This one will have to go as a wrap and tuck frame, I think. Either that or I go with maybe I have some carbon fiber would look funny unless I put carbon fiber pins in there. But no, I'm not going to do that. If I put black hardware, maybe I could put black clips. I don't know. Nice, Incredible Hulk 5. Yeah, I know, man. Yo, what's up, Turtle? Yeah, I think we'll just leave this one as a wrap and tucker, and we'll put some black hardware in there. I'll put all black pins. I got some carbon fiber pins we could use for that. That'll look pretty cool. I'm just wondering if this green is going to be a little bit too thin to not even show up. I wonder if I have some more green over there. Give me 1 second. Big piece of green. Yellow. No, I don't have any more green. Well, that kind of sucks. I don't have any of that green left, so I don't know what I'll do with that. Oh, that oh, that little counterbore end mill thing is fucking so fucking good. The only thing I will say about it is I found on the one that I got, the 5mm bit at the bottom was a little bit large. I had to grind it down a tiny little bit, but it's like a tiny little bit. Otherwise, it was really snug going into the hole, so it caused a little bit of an issue. But for the most part, bang on, like really fucking good. All right, so I guess we'll just go with it and see what the fuck happens. Yep. I have a slow speed grinder for the lathe tools. Oh, nice. I stuck mine in the drill, and I basically dropped it down. I used a file, but I dropped it down. I have like an old square bastard file that's fine. And I just kind of put it up against it and kind of slid it forward until I made contact with it and added a tiny little bit of pressure. And it was just enough to bring it right up to the end of the end mill without touching it. So it cut it pretty nice. But if you've got the lathe to set it up, I mean, by all means. Yeah, that's as good as it gets, really. All right. Those are my Carter ones, though. Those I'll be able to make clips out of. Those will work. But this, the wood and the G10. Maybe if the G10 was a little thicker, I might try it out. But I'm not gonna fuck with it too much, just in case it causes me an issue. I don't want to ruin this wood. I only got one piece of this Purple Heart, so if it goes bad, I'll lose it. I don't want to lose it. Yeah, I think that'll work. That'll work pretty good with that. Let's see if we can turn you around a little bit here. Oh, there we go. I got another one going here. Nice piece of blue. I'm gonna have to save that in case that. Avro in question doesn't make it to its owner, I'm going to be really fucking pissed. I can't believe it. Can't believe that they lost another one. So that's good. We're going to have to change that. Change that blade. We're going to start with the wood, so we'll use a wood blade. This one's for aluminum, but it'll work. Alrighty, folks, do you want me to mute it, or should I just go for it? What slingshots did you order, Dan? All right, so I'm going to go ahead and start cutting this. I'll have a look. If it gets too loud, let me know, and I'll hit that mute button, and I'll unmute it when I'm done cutting. Hey. That's the one I unplugged. Okay. think anybody should hunt with a slingshot unless they're really good experts. No, man. I don't think anybody should be hunting. Period. Unless they're skilled with their tool. 100%. I'm not a safety glasses guy. I just can't do that. Should I narrate here in the Canadian craftsman is natural habitat? Go for David Attenborough. That's fucking funny shit right there. What we see here is a redneck in the wild. In my David Attenborough voice. All right, we're going to switch up the blades now. Since we're going to pick the G10, a diamond grit always seems to work much, much better. So we'll go with that. What the fuck's happening here? There we go. All right, so we got our wood done. The wood is always the tough one to do. I have to go slowly so I don't chip anything out, and I have to go a little bit wider around the edges. But so far, that turned out to be not so bad. We'll have a couple more here. This will be the that's how I should have done the other one too. All right, it's gonna get loud again. Should I hit that mute button, or are you okay? Audio out. Okay, audio out. Yeah. All right, let's try that again since the audio was out. He says I would want to learn how to prepare food so that I hunted. Yeah, you can definitely take a bunch of different courses. I know up here in Canada we have our bow hunting course and our hunting course period, but the bow hunting course is what I took, and a I also took a turkey hunting course. Now the cool thing about that is that these two courses that you have to take, or you had to take up here in Canada anyway, for the turkey's been abolished, but it gave you a lot of good tips and breakdowns on how to prepare your food, how to field dress your deer, for example, all that kind of thing. It kind of broke it all down for you, which was pretty nice. Don Cherry told me not to read Lips Unscrewed. Yeah, I know the audio was out, but now the audio is back on, so you can hear my miserable voice. There you go. All right, so we got some of our pieces cut out. I'm gonna put that like this, just to get an idea of what we're gonna be looking like. Actually, that's gonna look pretty fucking cool, I think. Yeah, it's gonna look pretty cool. We'll have to get everything stacked and glued. So this guy's gonna go at the end. So that'll go that way. That'll go that way. We'll put all this together. Like this, but I want to find my template now. Let's see. Let's see what we got here. I've got one that I've got cut out as a template. I don't know where it's gone, but it had a when my table and shit fell over, everything went flying. But it had the 5mm holes in it. Where the fuck did that one go? On this table here, maybe? Let's have a look. When my table went flying, it fell over and everything went flying. And I think I found most of it, but not all of it. I don't know where that has gone. Oh, I do have a green. Fuck. Look what I found. Look what I found. Okay. Maybe we'll cut some other ones. I don't know yet. I think the thicker green will feel better too. You know what? All right, have a look. Thicker green or thinner green? I'm thinking a thicker green. I might have to cut 2 more pieces. What do you guys think? And get me an Avro. Well, just to show you, I do have this one available. It does have 2 marks on it that I got to clean up and get out of it. Hold on a second. See if I can get you the. There, you see that little line in there? I got to clean that line up, but for the most part, see if I can change this around a little bit here. For the most part, she's pretty clean. I am going to do one last sanding and a polish on it, but that one is available. Yeah, I think you're right. I think the thinner green might disappear in there. I thought that was the only green I had, but I do have this thicker one, and I probably got enough to make that last slingshot. So I think we'll go with it. Hey, Scruffy, hit me up on on Facebook or Instagram or something like that, and we can chat about it. Hit me up on Messenger or a DM. Can see better now. Glare from the light was a problem. Yeah. All right. Fucking glue is not coming off. Yeah, one thing I did notice about this table though is the table's badass, but the finish on the table is so smooth that my my blade runner is kind of fucking wobbling all over the place when I'm trying to cut, and it's sliding around. So I'm going to see if I can find a way to either drill it down, which I'd rather not put a hole in it, but yeah, I could probably drill it down there. Let me see what I got lying around here. I might have something I can fix that with. Got these nice big screws. I don't know if the cap will fit through there though. It might work. Do I have? Oh, I'll end up poking right through the fucking table though. How far does that come out? I wonder if I have something shorter that I could use. It'd probably be best with a bolt. And bolts I don't have. Don't even know if I have some washers. If I had some washers, that would work too. I could put a shorter screw on there. I don't even know if I have enough extensions to get down there. Don't know. Let's see what we can do. At least get one in. If I have one in, it'll probably help. Or do this. Maybe. Just for the time being. Got a couple of bricks until I can get the proper hardware for this. I'd rather just bolt it down one time and call it good with an actual bolt, so I can just drill the holes. That feels better. Maybe one more. I got one more here. There we go. All right. So we're going to swap up those tapes. I'll get rid of these guys for now. We'll use a proper thing. Tape. So what I've stand with locking wheels, what I use, I have a little room. I have so little room, yeah. I've got this one set up on my table's got locking wheels on it. The wheels lock nicely. It's just the tops of the tables are so smooth and clean. They've got no grip on them at all. So any kind of a foot or a footing on there is just going to slip around, which is what I've noticed. I think when I get into my final, when I've settled into my shop on exactly where I want to have everything. I mean, I think I'm pretty much there. I'll probably end up setting up some bolts and locking things into its place. And I am leaning towards taking that vise off over there and putting it over here, because I think I'm going to want to eliminate that table also. Get rid of that table as well. And I'll have a couple more of these shelves. I'll show you. I'll have a couple more of these shelves kind of placed up here along the side. At least one, two more. And I'll have another shelf kind of going up over here where that table is. And that shelf in the back is going to be eliminated. So, but it'll be a slow go. I'll be picking up these things kind of one at a time when I have a little bit of extra cheddar. There we go. Slipping around. So this is probably the easiest part about making a slingshot, is just getting your template. When your template's ready and you've got something good to go, you just draw everything right out. I always do the holes too. I probably don't really need to, because I'm gonna tape this guy to the top of the other one when I'm getting ready to cut it out. So we're gonna cut out the thicker stuff. I know it's going to be more noise, so I will mute you. I always think my workshop is just right until I get a new tool. Then I'm like rearranging their bedroom. Yeah, I know. It's all the time. Yeah, so I'll wait until I decide a location. A C-clamp might work. The only thing is I can't clamp it from this side. So what I might do is just clamp something like a board or something back on the back end here, and have the clamp kind of hang straight down. And that'll stop it from sliding forward at least. And that's the only thing I need. But this right now with the bricks on there, that's solid as hell. Okay, I'm gonna mute you, and then we'll get back to it. There we go. Is there ever a warmer season in Canada? Yeah, there is sometimes. The Canadian slingshooter works diligently throughout the winter to prepare for a warmer season. May to September is warm. Yeah, it's less than that in the north. It's definitely less than that. They got some cold seasons going up there. Yo, Falcon Sniper, what's happening, man? Oh, okay, in Michigan. Yeah, you guys got a decent winter up there. Yeah, for us here, it gets a little dicey, in winter. We haven't gotten our really deep freeze yet. That's still it's still coming, but we've definitely got some cold weather happening. They're minus 20 up here today, which is, I would say, probably average winter weather for us in my location anyway. But usually we'll get a week or two of like minus 40 with the wind. So we're in the high minus 30s and a little bit of wind will top you up at the minus 40s. Those days really suck. We got off lucky last year. We had very little. Cold and snow. It was we had a fair amount of snow, but nothing crazy. But the water table this year is already low. There's certain areas that by this time of the year, I know where I go ice fishing. There's this big rock that we pass, and it's usually just under the water, but right now there's a very good, like there's like a 2 or 3 foot section of it just sticking out of the water, which is not fucking good. So I'm gonna mark all these so I know which way they're going. What I have found is no matter how close to perfect you get these things in shape, it's always good to make sure you know which side goes where. So in this case, I will be doing this. So we're going to have to go and tape all the back sides of these and mark them with a number 2 before we glue them all together. Then we'll be good to go. I have a friend in LA who doesn't realize how much of the U.S. is further north than parts of Canada. Yeah. Alaska is a really big state. I think it's the biggest state, if I remember correctly, and it's cold as fuck up there. That's for damn sure. They get weather far colder than I get in Quebec, that's for sure. All right, that's 2. Ontario's the Canadian Caribbean. Hey, how's it going, Jeff? Yeah, that little trick with the file really helps. You've been shooting for 9 months? How's it treating you? Treating you good? Yeah. I know, I absolutely love it, man. It's so much fun. And the wild thing is, you can get into the sport and you will have this is gonna happen to you. You're gonna end up wanting to chase speed with your bands. I highly recommend chasing draw weight. That's the most important. Get your draw weight down as low as possible for the ammo you want to shoot. If you're planning on hunting at some point, as long as you're putting a hole in a soup can and putting a ding in the other side, a complete pass through is always best, but if you could do both of those things, you should be good for hunting. With your speed, that's if you're using 9.5 millimeter steel or above. I don't recommend shooting below that. All right. Let's get to it. A little bit of crazy glue. Flip it over. For those of you guys at home wondering what I'm doing here, is I'm basically setting up I put tape on both sides. I put tape on both sides to get everything, so I'll be able to separate them later. But I put tape on both sides and then I crazy glue the tape together. And that'll hold everything together pretty straight for me. And when it comes time to separate, sand, and then do the final gluing, I'm ready to go. But this really helps me get everything kind of lined up as even as I possibly can. So when I finally glue my template on the top, I can make sure that I've got enough room all the way around to remove the material I need. So all the parts are going to be exactly the same size as my template. And then I'll be able to drill all the holes. So I'm going to drill 5 millimeters, 5 millimeters, and then do the hole here. This is going to be a wrap and tuck frame, so I won't need to have anything done around here. But once I glue this guy down, we'll need maybe like I'll let it dry and chat with you for like about 5 minutes or so, and then we'll go ahead and drill all the holes on the drill bit on the drill press, and that'll be good to go. Now, what I should have done, an error that I did make, is when drilling into the wood, it's always better to have your G10 on the bottom side, one of the outside liners. So as you puncture through, I almost made a mistake. As you puncture through, or you drill through, you won't end up having any of those funny white rings or anything like that that happens sometimes when you're drilling into G10. You get these funny little marks. So we'll hold on to that for a little bit, let that dry. Born and raised near Asheville. Do I use number and letter drill bits for the pins? No, I use straight up 5mm. I've got a 5mm drill bit, and when I put my pins in, the pins just slide right in. They're super, super tight. Sometimes I have to hammer them in. But I've got aluminum pins and carbon pins here. So I'm debating if I should put aluminum pins on here. The aluminum pins might look better than the black, considering there's no black on there to tie in the core. What do you think of that? Should we go with the aluminum pins? I think maybe that'll tie in with the core and make it look a little bit better, I think. Hey, how you doing from India? Welcome to the channel. Yeah, I think we're going to do the aluminum. I wish I knew where my... while I was in the middle of all the chaos here. Yeah, it's bang on 5mm. My battery died, but I'm still able to use it. For years, I worked at one of these with just like a straight up analog one where you had to read the numbers right on there. Yeah, we're gonna go with the aluminum pins. I think it's gonna look better. What do I have in here? I think I got a 5mm in there already. Let's double check that just to be sure. Yeah. All right. I'll turn you guys around. Not plugged in. Oh no, it's because I hit the switch. Okay. So, just to show you, this is another one that's going to be available for anybody. I might raffle this one off. What do you think? Any of you guys would be interested in this one? Yeah, I do. I do have a frame for taking shots. I have the Headhunter. It's great. I love the core on this one. All micarta, complete micarta split core. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I think it came up pretty nice. I like it. Right hand hold or left hand hold. Both of them work. But you'll see on the bevels, the front part of it's a little bit more squared off. I prefer the more squared off. I find it feels a bit better in your hand and gives you a better corner to shoot off of. I like those nice tight corners. Yeah, it came up pretty nice, this one. All right. So, where did my mess go? Here it is. So, I have unfortunately learned the hard way. It is definitely better to clamp down your piece, because when that thing lets go and starts spinning on you, it's like sticking your hand into a lawnmower and it just chops the fuck right out of you. I had lost quite a few days of shooting because of an accident with that. All right, let's wiggle this around a little bit here. Good. All right, let's have at it. Yeah, I know you can't hear me. I shut off the sound. Just said socks on. Put a hole between my pinky toe and the other toe. Hurts. Oh man, that sucks. Are you out here, Falcon? Take it easy, bro. Made a band tilting jig the other day. Tilting jigs. Then looked at it, and the pins are all crooked. Oh no. I've got volume control. All right, I'll let it rip if you want. That's no problem. All right. Now, there's our 5mm. We'll put that aside. But we've got our holes all drilled up. Looking pretty good. We'll have to see how the holes come out. Everything's all lined up and pretty good. I'll do a little quick battery check here. We're 2 hours in, so maybe I should plug in just in case. Keep the battery going. All right, put you over here. Let me grab that hole saw. Now, I don't know how this is going to work out for the wood, but I started using a diamond grit hole saw. It works like magic for the G10. It kind of works okay for but it's like just about perfect for the hole size. It works out pretty good. I do need to have a something on the bottom, something a little chunky that I could use. Something's got to be flat though. This guy might work. That. Yeah, I never used to clamp my work. I used to just hold it with my hand. And then I was doing a slingshot. I had two of them going. They were carbon fiber and white. I think it was Kerry Sandlin who won it, who won the other one. But it was an absolute beauty. I'll do about some old timer. I'll have to have it for the rest of my life. Yeah, 100%. Oh, you're out of here, Hoggy? Take it easy, buddy. Use the hand drill. Yeah, and anyway, I didn't clamp my bit down, and I was holding it, and the drill bit got stuck inside and delaminated the piece, and the carbon fiber separated and started whipping around, and it chopped up my finger pretty bad. I ended up having like 4 cuts in there, and I cut one of my tendons a little bit, and I don't really have enough juice to really curl my finger down anymore. Not good, but anyway, should have went to the doctor on that one, I think. They probably could have done some stitches on the inside of it. I definitely needed stitches, but I just didn't go. All right, here we go. Oh, hold on. It's going to get loud. Sorry, guys. Yeah, this is definitely not the blade to use for this. Yeah. Well, this is not turning out to be how I expected it. I knew it was going to be a little problematic. Not this much. All right, you got it. We got it, but that was work. Yeah, I didn't think I was gonna have that much trouble with that diamond cut. Usually the diamond grit just shreds right through this shit. It did not with the wood. Everything just heated up and it caused me all kinds of problems. So, anyway, Scott, I had an uncle that told me that I should use higher speed for wood versus steel on a lathe. You seem to use many materials. Is bit speed or saw speed important for best cuts? That all depends on your materials. Usually, the harder the materials, the slower you're going to want to go with constant speed and pressure. The worst thing you can do on a lot of materials is heat it up to a point where it hardens itself. So with all the cutting and stuff like that I've done at my work over the years, whenever we were cutting mild materials, you could usually cut straight through, no problem. With the G10 and stuff, you have to consider that as a hard steel almost. You could try to cut it with metal cutting blades and all that stuff on your saws, but you will destroy your blades fast. That's why I switched to diamond grit. For the G10, the diamond grit works fantastic. For the wood, it was really, really bad, like shockingly bad. I can't believe how bad it was, actually. It was really, really bad. So, yeah, it definitely gives some challenges. Sometimes slower is better. In this case, the diamond grit, when I was using that guy, I was using it to at a higher speed, and it would pop things out like all the dust would get ejected out of the holes on the sides here, which was what my plan was. I was hoping it would work that way, but it really did not cut well on the wood. Like, I'm kind of shocked at how bad it cut. It just bound up the thing and caused me all kinds of issues. It doesn't help much either that I got a little biscuit inside the diamond grill inside the diamond grit thing here that I just can't seem to get out. It will not come out. So I kept on popping it back up again, but I can't seem to get it out. I think what I'll have to do is just drill a screw into it and kind of pull it out. Christmas coffee with eggnog. Ooh, I bet you that's good. I wouldn't mind some coffee with eggnog. I wonder if I could tap it up. Yeah, that did not go well at all. Oh, I think I might actually have just fucked up my bit. Let's see. There we go. Fucking bastard. This was the piece. Just this. Just that would not come out. All right. Well, that could have gone better. Now we just have to get the router going. And the router will shape out all of this stuff really quick using the roller on our aluminum template. Yeah, you know what I think I should do once I get this place all set up? Is I should get myself a little coffee bar going on in the garage. It might be pretty cool. Have a little Sunday morning coffee with ATO in the garage. Fucking video. There we go. Hold on a second. We're going to move you over here. And I am going to get the router going. This one gets very loud, so I will hit the mute button on this one. But at the same time, I'm going to try to get you guys a really cool angle on it. Garbage. I'll try to get you guys a pretty cool angle going. Put that on there. I'll have to clear up some mess here a little bit, but I was over there working in the corner when I took down. I used to have a workbench all along here and a shelf up on the top, and I took that all down yesterday and got that brought off to the dump. But I didn't have any place to put a lot of this stuff to get clear it out of the way and be able to get some work done. But anyway, we're out here today getting all this crap done here. So let's see if we can get this done. I would like to finish this little project off today with I'd like to get this little project all done, or not, or at least glued up today. That would be pretty cool. Then we'll get back to the cleaning of the garage. While I was going through, I found a really old picture of my wife and her friend. Yeah, way back in the day, from when we first started dating. Okay, so I'm going to need to change this. We're going to need to get it plugged in. And I'm going to need that tool. That tool that may have gone fucking AWOL. Oh no. And we need I'm gonna try this bad boy out here today. We'll see how this goes. It's a carbide router bit. Hopefully it works good. I guess we'll find out. Drop this guy down a little. I had a proper drill for this thing somewhere. Not a drill, but a wrench. In the cleanup, I've seemed to have misplaced it, which sucks. But eventually, I'll have everything in its place where I want everything, and that'll be a total win. This thing's always a pain in the ass. It gets in there, and when I try to release it, it doesn't want to let go. All right, I got it out. It seems like it's like permanently closed now. I should probably start looking into getting a new one. Or maybe just, I don't know. I don't know what to do with it. Maybe just sand out the inside of it, maybe. All right. All right, let's get her plugged in. That shouldn't have happened. All right, let's see how we do. Makes quick work. The routing table is key. It's your best friend, my friends. Let me tell you. It's all about the router table. All right. So I'll get you back hooked up over here. Get this guy unplugged. Sorry about the big forehead in your face there. I don't like to leave that thing plugged in. An accident with that thing is so catastrophic. It's just ridiculous. You'd wish for death. It's one of those deals. It's just so awful. Every time I've seen somebody have. Oh, you found one in your, yeah. That thing is, it's going to last a long time too. I think it might be worth it. I've had a couple of other ones that were causing me trouble when I was getting the cutting going. The rudder bit had the bearing had come loose and the thing moved up on me. I had a bunch of them happen. I had a bunch of it happen to me like that, and it was heartbreaking when you've put all that work into that frame and then the fucking thing shits the bed on you. It's like, man, it's like the worst feeling. Yo, Leon, how you doing, buddy? This is gonna be a little nerve-wracking to separate. Oh. Not as bad as I thought. All right, let's get the wood off. The wood seems to separate a little easier. There we go. Now let's see if we can get into that G10. Yes. Here we go. All right. So now what I'm going to do, that's side 2, this is side 1. Now what I'm going to do, I got to remove all this tape. Is the worst part of it. So I think we're just going to have a seat and chat while I'm picking away at this. Oh shit, that's a good idea, man. What kind of morning? Been watching all along. Didn't want to bug you. Awesome job. Oh, thanks, man. Thanks, Deb. So how you been, Mr. Leon? This should turn out pretty good. But I do think I'm going to go and pop a squat on that chair again and see what's up. While we're peeling these things off, we could chat. Bust it out in the chat. Yeah, this thing's going to be pretty nice. I think that that green with a nice aluminum core and the purple heartwood. Yeah, it's gonna look pretty damn good. I'm gonna have to move it around a little bit to give you guys a better look with the light. Probably if the light was facing me would be a bit better. Mark that one, side 1. All right, let's go arrange the camera again, and then I'll chat with you. Oh, man. Oh, that's all fucked up. There we go. Tired but okay. You been working a lot, dude? Leave the purple heart in the sun for a day or so before finishing. Brings the purple back. Really? So when I sand it, you're saying it's going to change color a little bit? Even if I bring it down super fine? It can go brown when I sand it. Oh, fucking weird. But if I put it in the sun, it'll change back to purple. Ah, that's so cool. Oh, it eventually goes brown after the years. I guess it starts to fail or age or whatever. There we go. It's kind of interesting. It's my first time ever working with Purple Heart. I know there's some of these woods that you actually should be careful with and you shouldn't breathe in the dust or whatever. So, I don't know. I should probably be a little more careful. Some of it's actually toxic. Like I know Osage. Osage is not really something you want to be standing and doing it. The deeper you sand, it'll pull out the gray and heat it up or bring back the purple. Bring back the purple. Oh, fuck, that's cool. So I'm wondering once I sand it, I'm thinking I'm gonna get it polished. Ooh, shit, how am I gonna finish this? It's gonna be tricky to finish this. I think with the wood, I would want to do the crazy glue finish on it to keep it kind of stable. But I don't know. I don't know. Look at that side too. I just don't know if when I put that clear coat on it, if it'll stick to the aluminum proper. I don't know. I've never tried that before. So what's the deal then with the wood? Is it the resin that's inside of it that makes it go purple? And if you heat it up, the resin kind of pops to the top. Is that the deal? Curious. This is probably the my worst stage of building that I just can't stand. Picking the fucking glue off or the tape off is really annoying. Man. My brain big? Must be all that Neanderthal in me. That's two. This will be one. I drilled holes first and used pins to lock in place when I wrote them. I'm allergic to crazy glue, so I had to get creative. Oh, shit. Yeah, I probably could have done that too, I guess. Instead of fighting with the tape and gluing everything together, I could have just pinned it all together. That would have worked too. The only thing is that my pins would have to be perfectly flat on one side. I could, of course, just have a second template, take two of them, drill them together, and do it like that as well. That would also work. That's going to be fucking pretty cool looking, man. It's funny though, you know, in person, it really looks purple. On the camera, it looks like a purpley brown. Strange. Oh, you'd be doing it the way I'm doing. Oh, yeah. What happens to you when the crazy glue gets to you? It gives you like some kind of rash or stop shooting. You're a good shooter. Thank you. Thank you, Az or AZ. Let's see how everything's lining up here. I think the first side was side one. That was side two. Yep. So you put a 2 on the front piece. Most of the time, I don't really need to do this, like the marking off of every single piece and making sure all that part of it's okay. I don't usually need to do this, but I just like to keep track of the size of the side. So when I'm putting it together in the glue stage, oh shit! So it's kind of like you get like zinc poisoning from welding, almost kind of the same kind of deal. You get the the flu symptoms and all that. And I had that one time. I was welding actually I have it here somewhere in the back of my garage. I made a wood burning stove out of some galvanized sheet metal, and I was welding away, and I didn't realize that my I have it's like a big vacuum that sucks fumes up. And I had it over my piece, and it's so loud in my shop that I couldn't tell if it was on or off or not. And while I was welding the piece, it was shut off, and I forgot to turn it back on again after my break. And I got had some pretty serious zinc issues. I had like the flu. I felt nauseous for a while, and yeah, that was that. I also used to get the same thing. I'm surprised I didn't get some kind of heavy metal issue. I used to grind and stamp fucking galvanized tubes whenever they'd go for the dip. The pipes would come in and they get like a little drip on the end, and we had to remove the drip to allow for couplings for water pipe. And I would grind that shit all day long with a little bullshit paper mask, and I'm sure it was not fucking good for me. Finish on the lathe, and then my body just said nope. Yeah, what I've noticed, I really don't like the smell of that stuff all that much. So I started to what do you call it? Help me out here. I started to wear a mask all the time now when I'm working with that stuff. I didn't really like the smell of it. I found the smell of it was kind of bad, and it would it would irritate my throat a little bit. So I said, "Fuck it, I'm gonna get a I'm gonna get wear my mask while I'm working on those things, and it should help out quite a bit. And it has. Oh yeah, the eyes, yeah, the vapors. Yeah, it does too, actually. When you're doing those CL finishes, it putting on the layer after layer after layer, it starts to burn your eyes a little bit. You feel it in the air and everything. It's really not the best thing. I don't think so anyway, but yeah, just the just using it in the garage without my door open, and I have my mask on. I mean, I don't smell anything while I have the mask on, but as soon as I take the mask off and I start walking around the garage, that stuff fucking reeks. And that stuff that I have there, I got that one. That one's got a pretty good. It holds pretty good, but it's like a medium viscosity, so it's a little more sticky, I guess, than what I'm used to anyway. But oh man, I'm digging this. This is gonna look really freaking cool. All right, I'm gonna have to give these a little sand down on the surface of each one, and then we'll be ready to glue her all together. I'm excited about this. That purple and green looks really fucking good. Yeah, that's gonna look really good. I gotta sand everything down flat. Yeah, see, I was a little bit concerned about that with the wood. I've got a little bit of a lip right here. Got a little bit of a lip that's keeping it separated, so you can see. I got a little. You see there, you'll end up having glue marks there. I'm gonna have to sand all that down, get them nice and flat before I glue them. But we're not far away. We're definitely gonna have to cut those. We're gonna have to cut the pins. Then we're gonna have to sand all these down flat, and then we're ready to go and glue everything together. That'll be pretty badass. Is it? Are that for night? Is that for tonight? I'm just making this one right now just for fun, I guess. That purple heart, though, boy, I'm telling you, that's some sexy looking shit. What I am gonna have to do though is I'm gonna have to put tape back on the front sides. When I glue everything together. I want to keep the glue off the wood as much as possible, so when I'm sanding everything down later, it'll be much less work. So the sides are going to be a bitch. That is what it is. But the front side and the other side, I want to keep as nice as possible. Oh man, that's going to be good. Here's a question for you builders out in that chat there, if you're listening. Does Purple Heart bleed into the other stuff as much too, like kind of like the aluminum does? When you're sanding it down, I mean. All right. we're gonna need, let's say, a 400 grit. There's a 400 grit. Maybe I could do it right here. This will be easier. Oh, almost lost my phone there. That would have been bad. All right, so let's get this. This guy's gonna look like that. Yeah, I think that's it. See my nice little slice in there? I lost my Band-Aid. Oh well. I just give it a light sanding to knock down any kind of anything that's kind of sticking up. So that's good. With the G10 we don't need to do that. With that, the aluminum we do. Now, 400 grit is kind of making it smooth. We don't want it to be super smooth, but we want it to be flat. So I use the 400 grit just to kind of flatten her out a little bit. Yeah, that's actually pretty good on that side. So I use the 400 grit to flatten it out, and then we're going to go over everything again in a second with some 40 grit to really rough it up. Once it's really roughed up, we'll be just about ready to glue everything together. Or we will be ready, actually. And then that'll be as far as we can go with this build, at least today. That's two, that's one. And we're going to have to tape the wood ends one last time. There we go. Oh yeah, I see what you mean. When you sand it, it does kind of go a little bit more brown. On the gluing side though, who really cares? Not much of an issue. These guys will sand as we want them to be sanded. So that'll be like that. And two, and two. Is that correct? I think we're all fucked up somehow. this. Like this. Yeah. All right. Tape again. I've never had Purple Heart stain anything beside it. The aluminum gets into the wood grain for sure. Got to sealer tape it off. Okay, good to know. Yeah, the aluminum's really annoying for that. It just spreads everywhere. It's kind of hard to keep out of the equation sometimes. I have noticed that when I'm doing all my sanding and when I'm done, I have found that using those Mr. Clean magic erasers, they really help pulling out any kind of dirt and debris inside of. Fuck. That sucks. I wonder if I can glue it. All right, let's see what happens. Purple Heartbreak. Fucking right that was. Wow, that sucked. That sucked so bad. Like I want to punch something right about now. Fuck. That sucked. Should have taken my time a little bit more. Son of a bitch. It's tough working with such a sliver of wood like this too. It's so tiny. Fuck. Oh well. Hopefully it'll glue nice and we won't be able to see it. We'll have to see. Just taking forever to fucking glue. It won't dry. It's even warm in here and I don't get it. Try not to get any of this shit on my fingers, although it might be good to close my finger closed. It says it's okay for leather, wood, paper. It's just not good for PE and PP. Polypropylene and polyethylene. It's a no-go for those guys. I think I have another piece to use. I'm gonna see if I can glue it. If I can glue it and you can't see anything from the front, we'll call it good. If not, well, then I'll have to cut another spot, another part. Maybe what I'll do is I'll go ahead. I'll go ahead and glue the rest of it. And we'll wait and see what comes of this piece. It just looks like a piece of grain right now. But that crack will show up, I think. All right. See if we can at least get the rest of this tape off. I'll be a little bit more careful since it seems to be crazy fragile. I think it might be usable. I think it'll dry decently enough. Once I sand it down, that'll disappear. And this is going, the side with the oil, with the spot on it is going to be going on the inside. Oh well, you know what? We'll finish it up. If she don't turn out, I'll raffle it off as a second. We'll do a we'll do a draw for like $5 or something on it, or I'll just do a giveaway. All right. That should still glue together pretty nicely, I think. Yep. We're gonna rough that one up, and we'll call it pretty good. Once it's all clamped and glued together, that should not go anywhere. A little bit weird in the front there for some reason. All right. Bust out that 40. I hate getting that shit on my fingers. It never comes off. It's on there for life now. I'm still a little bit lost in here. I don't know where anything goes or where anything is. There we go. That'll do. All right. So So basically what I do is I really rough it up with a, actually look at that. Doesn't look so bad, eh? That'll be on the inside. The other side should look better. But what I do is I just scuff it up with a, it's a feature, not a defect. Yeah, maybe. I like to rough it up with a 40 grit sandpaper. Something that'll bite really good and put deepish sand lines in there. And those deep sand lines will will definitely make everything really sticky. Now, it'll give more surface area for the glue, and it'll just hold together much, much better by doing that. So in this case, I'm going to be using the G10. Sands really, really easy. You can put some deep scratches in there with little to no effort, really. And all of this really helps keep your glued pieces together. Do both sides of all the remaining pieces. So all the aluminum pieces, the aluminum gets sanded, the G10 gets sanded, but the wood ends on the two exteriors will only get sanded. Will only get sanded on one side with the 40. You want to keep the any kind of, I don't know what you call it. You know, you want to keep any kind of impurities out of your piece. So what I tend to do is when I'm done with the sanding part, a little bit more to do here. You can see it's really good and scuffed up. When I'm done with the sanding part, what I do is I'll go over it with an alcohol wipe. Make sure everything is make sure everything on the alcohol wipe is wiped off. Any kind of I don't know, you know, any kind of finger oils or goop from your shop. Maybe some oils are lying around, some leftover sprays or residues of any kind. You remove all that stuff, and it just makes your bind with your epoxy that much better. For the longest time, I was just using leftover pieces of G10 to scrape them onto my working piece for the epoxy. But I've recently bought these little disposable shot glasses, and I bought these little disposable shot glasses, and I use those. I use those as my little basin, or like a plastic thing to put all my epoxy on, and I stir it with a wooden stir stick, and it works really, really good, and it keeps the mess down by quite a bit, which is pretty sweet. All right, we're gonna have to cut a couple of these, so I'm just gonna run over to that thingy over there. I'm gonna cut 3 of these real quick, and I'll be right back. Hang tight. Fucking aluminum is no joke. I don't think I have the right blade for this. One. Two. There's three. All right. Sorry I disappeared for so long there. Just round out these little corners. Normally I would do it on my belt sander there, but I've got too much shit all over the place at the moment. We're slowly getting better though. We're almost got the garage clean. Got everything fucking out of here. Pretty nice. One. That one's okay. With the aluminum, I also like to try to give it a little scratch up on the pin side itself. It'll help it stay in place, not slide around too much. And once you get it all scuffed up and glued in, there's no way that this thing is coming apart. Now, hopefully, I don't run into any problems in the gluing section. When you're gluing, sometimes if you've wiggled things around or you're not really paying attention to what you're doing, and you get one piece that's kind of flipped around the other side, sometimes it's like it almost fits, and you're trying to get it to squish together, and it's just not cooperating. You have to be careful sometimes. That does happen. So let's get these guys in here. Move these guys over. Get a nice little clean spot to work. That 400 grit's still good. So the alcohol pads, definitely the way to go. I'm really low on alcohol. I need to actually get some. I have no more left in a bottle. All I've got left is what I'm using here with the wipes. The wipes work pretty good, especially for like dedusting and scrubbing out any possible oils or anything weird that may or may not be on your working piece. That part of it's good, but the they can get caught up on some rough bits sometimes, so that's something you have to keep an eye out for. Oh yeah, I gotta tape that other piece still. Try to keep that as clean as possible on the front end. It'll save you for work later. Yeah, some of those anodized colors are really, really nice, man. Like the red that I have on my snapshot is freaking gorgeous. From what I understand, there's all kinds of colors that are available too. You can do just about anything, which is neat. How cool would it be if somebody found a way to tie-dye aluminum with anodizing? That would be so freaking amazing. Oh man. Still that one. At the bottom. Hey, did any of you guys watch the finale of Stranger Things? Curious to hear what you thought if you watched it. A purple aluminum on this build? Oh my god. Oh my god, that would look amazing. I think it would be so hard though to get it like I think it would be so hard to get it to, like, if you were able to put it in there to get that set up and then sand it down to make sure that everything stays where it is without damaging the working piece. That would be an absolute nightmare. But fuck, that would look so good. All right. All right, that should work. Okay, we're gonna need a something. We're gonna use this. This is gonna be our something. ahead and squeeze this bitch together. We're gonna need some of those. One of these. One of these. And hopefully we'll finish off this. I've had these guys going for a little while now. It's time to get them finished. All right. It's kind of crazy. One of the, I guess it's the hardener. The hardener is so easy to squeeze out. We need a little bit more. We're almost there though. Fuck, that's what I get for laying it down. Some people go full science when they're doing this and they're weighing everything out and all that stuff. I don't do that, but there's little measurements on the side of the cup, so I try to do a 50-50, and it seems to work. All right. So some may be asking about how I've done the pins here. The pins are a little bit long. They'll be all gooped up. But by the time I'm done, I'm going to take what I've glued on here and I'm going to hammer the pins in afterwards, which is going to drag some more of that epoxy inside because the pins are now completely covered all the way through to the front. So I don't think it'll be that much of an issue. Should work out just fine. I probably could pull them back and then push them back in again, but I don't think there's any need for that. So that was a number 1. This should fit in just like this. Oh my God, I'm gonna fucking lose my mind. Yeah. Of course we're going to have fucking problems. I knew these fucking aluminum pins. I should have just went with the other ones. They don't want to go on. And I think... Yeah, we did. Fucking bitch. Let's see. That one worked. That one worked. That's far more tight than I thought it was going to be. Way more tight, actually. This is not how it's supposed to go by any stretch. Usually, it's much easier. I don't know why I'm having troubles, because we're live, I guess. All right, let's fucking glue this up. This one's going on, whether it likes it or not. I've come too far. I should have done a dry fit. Normally I do that to make sure everything is going to be all lined up and good to go. And I fucking shit the bed on that one. This way. All right. All right, for all the folks watching at home, this is not how you make a slingshot, by the way. This is not how it's done. Not even a little bit. But I've gone, I've gone too far at this point to be able to say, fuck it, we'll go back and do it in a second. I'm not going to be able to do that. And I'm actually terrified at this point of putting that other piece of purple heart on here. Because this is a absolute shit show. Yeah. And it's, I have to fight them onto the pins for whatever reason. I think when I measured out the pins, were probably, the aluminum pins were probably a little bit oversized. I measured them with my vernier. Like I said, my battery was dead, so I didn't get to see the actual decimal points, but it was right on 5 mil. But it could be slightly smaller, or still slightly larger, which is what's causing me all these fucking issues right now. I bought the aluminum pins for these slingshots, not for this one in particular, but for another one just for these. And yeah, this is not good. Yeah, I thought this was going to go much better, but it's not. So it is what it is. Let's just go after it, see if we can get her done. I have to give this one a little bit of a rasping too. Because I definitely won't be able to force this piece of wood on here. This is going to be a tricky, very tricky assembly. Oh, fuck. I wonder if I can. These ones are on the way. It's just this last one. All right, I'm going to try something. Hang on a second. All right, so we got it together-ish. I'm a little concerned about this. I've got a funny, I think I have a split in it, but this is going to look good if it survives. We're just going to have to clamp the fuck out of it now. Like really clamp it up. Clear off some of this excess. It's going to squirt out even some more. when I give it that final clamp. All right, let's get some of these guys going. All right. Well, I guess it's a learning experience, right? This is my first time messing around with this wood. Even actually, my first time ever mixing the two. They fucking glued shut. Using these materials together, so it might be a little on the interesting side. See how all this will hold together, but. Right there. There. This is kind of where it gets a little sketch. So we'll tighten up that guy. See if maybe we can get this guy. Oh, there we go. I think I got it. We'll just use this one. Need a pair of pliers or something. Oh, nothing's gonna come easy today. See if we can get one more just on the end here. I don't know if that'll stay there or not though. Seems okay, that seems okay. That seems okay. Yeah, I think we're okay with the pins. All right. I think that will look pretty cool. Well, I guess we'll have to see when we sand it all down. Turned out to be a total shit show. But I guess we'll see what happens in the end. I saw a knife maker using them because they have that tiny bit of between size in the pins. So yeah, you have no gaps. Yeah. Zap 30-minute epoxy. Yeah, this one takes a little longer. This epoxy takes a little longer, but I have tested it, and it is absolutely no joke. It is super durable. I took 2 pieces of G10 and I glued them like this and stuck them in a vise and I hit it with a hammer, and the G10 broke. Not the glue. So for me, that's an absolute huge win. You cannot go wrong with some kind of epoxy that's going to hold like that. I will have to leave this until tomorrow, but it's not the end of the world. I'll leave that in there until tomorrow, and I should be able to detach everything and start to work on it again. And at this point, with a wrap and tuck frame like this usually goes pretty quick. There's some sanding that's required, but it'll go pretty nicely. And yeah, it should work. I'm still kind of working out my process on how I'm going to build things and whatever. My whole area here is not tuned up for exactly how I want it to work, but I think definitely next time I've got these pieces of wood over here on the side that I can put on, that I can put these pieces on, so I'm not going to get shit all over my table, and when I'm hammering things, it won't dent my table. So I think what I'll do is I'll just take one of these right now. I don't even know what the fuck this is too. Get this up here. Fucking throwing things everywhere, guys. I'm making a huge mess. All right. Yeah. So I think that's what we'll do. This will be my gluing table. My pins are all good. Everything seems to be holding nicely. I got room for 2 more clamps. I think I'm going to put 2 more on. Maybe one there. See if I can adjust this just a little bit. And maybe one there. I guess we'll see how all that turns out, but those aluminum pins were a bit of a fucking disaster. I may try using those ones again, but I'll definitely sand them down a little bit more. Oh, I know, that's the worst, man. And you know what's funny? The last few times I was good. I just used I have these stainless steel pins, which are, I bought them in these lengths. They came in these lengths, and I've had no fucking problems with these at all. And on this build here, that's what I used. I have an aluminum core with stainless steel pins, and it came out perfect. This one, not so much. This one turned out to be a bit of a shit show. The aluminum pins, they may be, well, they're definitely oversized. Definitely oversized. Yeah, that's a shame. Dude, I should have just gone with these. It would have been so much better. Less hassle, less problems all the way around. Yeah, would have been definitely better. But pin battles suck ass. They really fucking do. They suck so bad. You shouldn't have to have that kind of a wrestling match to get those things in there. But yeah, it is what it is. Usually I bevel the things over quite a bit, so when you're lining everything up, everything kind of falls into place. I didn't do it as much this time, which could have been part of the issue, but I fucking don't really know. I have no words for you guys, man. At this point, I got no words. No words, no excuses. Sometimes shit don't work, and this is one of those times. take a few more shots there. Sometimes, yeah. Sometimes, yeah. It's also I have a bad habit of rushing things. I should have done a quick dry fit first, make sure everything clicks together. That would have been the smart thing to do. But I mean, who's ever accused me of being that, right? But it would have been better if I did that. These there we go. It's a little better, I think. Yeah, I definitely should have sanded them down a little bit more, I think. I don't know. Maybe I just won't use those pins anymore. I'm curious to see how that's going to turn out, though. I mean, even if it doesn't turn out pretty enough to sell, maybe what I'll do is I'll just give it away to somebody. I'll do a little giveaway. It'll definitely be shootable. It just won't be beautiful. Telling you, man, these Omega Slings 0.4 bands for 1/4-inch steel are absolutely no joke. They got plenty of speed. And by the way, anybody in the chat is looking for some badass flippers, hit up Scott over at Score & Co. They are, oh man, my wife's losing it. Yeah, I better go see what that's all about. Benny's up to no good. When he gets bored, when he gets bored, he gets destructive. He's a little prick. My little pup. Holy shit, we've been at it for a long time, man. I'm kind of shocked. Beautiful. Alrighty, folks, I'm going to wrap this one up. We're almost at 4 hours. That's way longer than I was expecting. Anyway, we'll wrap this up. You guys take care, stay safe, get on practice, be good to each other. I'll see you again soon. I love you guys. You're freaking awesome. Bye for now.